The marvel of the human body is a gripping testimony to the existence of God. Wayne Jackson cites evolutionist and paleontologist George Simpson, who says that in mankind, one finds the most highly endowed organization of matter that has yet appeared on the earth. If alive today, Simpson would be blown away by the ballooning of evidence for such a conclusion. How does a rational mind interpret the facts? Wayne Jackson's illustrations show the level of imagination required to eliminate the role of a creator. Professor Edwin Conklin of Princeton University compared the random origin of life to an explosion in a print shop producing an unabridged dictionary. Sir Fred Hoyle, one of Great Britain's prominent scientists, has argued in the past that the chance of higher life forms emerging accidentally is comparable to the change that a Boeing 747 jet could be assembled by a tornado sweeping through a junkyard. Dr. Hoyle also likened the random construction of life to 10 to the 50th power. That's a 1 followed by 50 zeros, that many blind men, simultaneously solving scrambled Rubik cubes. I can't even do that with my eyes open. Evidence points to the fact that life cannot generate itself. The human body operates with a phenomenal combination of strength, agility, adaptability, and resilience that enables us to have dominion over all other creatures. We're not the biggest. We're not the strongest. We're not the fastest. We can't fly, yet we're in control. Even a peek at the human body and a few of the functions within it reveals a high level of organization that demands a divine designer. God has provided you with a phenomenal machine, and most of it goes on autopilot without you even having to think about it. Let's talk for just a few minutes about the brain. The complexity of the human brain further defies the evolutionist argument of an accidental origin for man. The brain accounts for only 2% of our body mass, but it burns 25% of our body's energy. When we consider the amount of thought and activity directed in this highly compressed space, this is actually a conservative use of energy. A February 18, 2016 article by Tia Goes on LiveScience.com reports, the human brain may be able to hold as much information in its memory as is contained on the entire internet, new research suggests. Now just think about that. Researchers discovered that unlike a classical computer that codes information as zeros and ones, a brain cell uses 26 different ways to code its bits. They calculated that the brain could store 1 petabyte, or a quadrillion bytes, of information. What's more, the human brain can store this mind-boggling amount of information while sipping just enough power to run a dim light bulb. By contrast, a computer with the same memory and processing power would require 1 gigawatt of power, or basically a whole nuclear power station, to run one computer that does what our computer does with 20 watts, said study co-author Tom Bartol, a neuroscientist at the Salk Institute. The article continues, a computer requires 50 million times more energy to do the same tasks as a human brain. And you think, by the way, that the computer you got will last 70, 80 years? The organization, the article continues, within the brain is another wonder in itself. Wayne Jackson describes the division of labor within the brain. He says the cerebrum is the thinking or learning center. It deciphers messages from the sensory organs and controls the voluntary muscles. The maintenance of equilibrium and muscle coordination occurs in the cerebellum. Finally, the brainstem has several components that control the involuntary muscles, regulating the heartbeat, digestion, breathing, and so on. So, this 3-pound mass of tissue, with its 86 billion neurons, holds the capacity of solving complicated mathematical problems, inventing sophisticated technologies, resolving intricate relationship issues, creating moving songs, appreciating the beauties of nature, and so much more. Our brain is capable of operating the human body with such remarkable precision that at a distance of 60 feet, a man can repeatedly throw a baseball 100 miles an hour with pinpoint accuracy. Man can use a rifle to consistently hit a target a mile away. Friends, we are fearfully and wonderfully made. You're no accident. The human body, when closely examined, shouts aloud, "To God be the glory," for all who have ears to hear. We are fearfully and wonderfully made. If you're interested in more faith-building material, we hope you'll visit the Let the Bible Speak app, letthebiblespeak.com, our Let the Bible Speak YouTube channel, or just simply email me at unityseeker@hotmail.com. My name's Brett Hickey, and I'm with Let the Bible Speak.